It is 2:18. It is Wednesday, December 28th. This is the last pancake breakfast of the year. And so this uh, month, we did something a little bit different there. So you can see the delicious spread that is set there. All right. And so folks are having a good time enjoying the food. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shift the camera on me. And so we're going to have a conversation. We won't be on too long, as I know people want to hopefully maybe get some time off. Looks like the camera won't go all the way this way. So let me go back around in the circle here. I thought it came all the way to me. All right. Oh, I guess it won't. I guess I got to go all the way around the other way to get onto me. Fantastic. All right. So we need to update what's going on with the porta potties downtown. I want to give you some information on Project Connect, which is coming up, and just some things to work on for next year. So first off, as we all know, we had some very horrible weather in this last week and a half. A lot of ice, a lot of snow. Then we had windstorms, flooding. So this is extremely difficult for the unhoused. So it's a huge concern. It's just December, winter. We're just in the middle of winter. So we're probably going to be seeing more weather like this. So please help get the word out. If the severe weather shelter opens, let people know to call 211 or 360-373-3000 so that we can get them to the severe weather shelter. So very important. One other thing, the point in time count is going to be on January 26th of this year. And so you can get the information there. If you want to volunteer, the link is below. I think you have until the end of the first week of January to register if you want to volunteer. So volunteers are needed. So if you want to volunteer for that, please do that. Now, what's really important is we have Project Connect, which is going on. The first one is going to be in Poulsbo, Tuesday, January 24th at the Gateway Fellowship Church. On Wednesday, it's going to be in Bremerton at the Salvation Army, January 25th, which is a Wednesday. And then on Thursday, it's going to be in Port Orchard at the Port Orchard Methodist Church on Thursday, January 26th. If you have any questions, you can contact Terry Schroeder at kitsatprojectconnect2000@gmail.com. Now, if you want to have a vendor, you want a table there, the link is here for you. In the chat, there is a paper form and an electronic form. So the deadline for that is December 31st, Rev. So that's also for us if we have not done that already. G2 needs to fill out a vendor form, Stephanie. Pastor Ellington, make sure that you get that completed before December 31st. G2 needs to be at all three locations. Rev, I don't know which locations you're going to choose to be at. But I wanted to make sure I shared that information so that you have it. And then let's go ahead and jump into what we've been working on. So again, we had our big conversation. Everyone came together and we advocated for porta potties downtown. City Council did push through in their budget $10,000. It has come to my attention that they are not going to talk about that until February, which is a huge concern for us, as we wanted this to be a pilot program from November to March, at least during the time that the severe weather shelter is open. If they're not going to have a conversation until February, that's a bit problematic. Of course, we definitely want the resources to be there beyond March, but folks definitely need these services now. From my understanding, Salvation Army has to have folks leave out of Salvation Army so that they can clean or do whatever they need to do for what, 3 hours? Is that what it is? And then they can come back in. So I don't know about you, but there are times when I need to use the restroom within 3 hours, and I need to be able to have access to a toilet. So very important. The other issue is that according to uh, the mayor, they've tried the porta potties downtown, and that wasn't successful. Although I don't think the mayor is aware that the county has implemented porta potties out at Veterans Park successfully, and they have 4 porta potties in storage currently. So we need to make sure that we inform the mayor of that information, and then figure out how we can support and address the issues and the concerns that he has, so that we can actually make this pilot program, or make this opportunity, this resource, a reality. Right. So there is the $10,000 that is there. Now we need to use it and get it into place. Okay. So as we get into the next month, we will resume our pancake breakfast into the new year. We may not, we'll do one in January. I just don't know when it is going to be. Typically, it's the fourth uh, Wednesday of the month. So as it stands right now, that is when it will be. However, this is a super busy month with MLKing Day and all that good stuff. So we may need to switch it. But at the least, I will try to set out an email and set up a meeting time for us to come together virtually and have a conversation and create a plan of action. But ultimately, I just wanted to come on, tell you about the point in time count, talk about the volunteer opportunity for the point in time count, talk about Project Connect and the vendor forms. Again, you got 3 days left to set up a table, and then also when and where the Project Connect is, which is super important, and then give you an update in regards to the porta potties down on MLKing. And then lastly, just being cognizant of what our folks are going through doesn't matter where they're at. Just facing these really, really horrible weather right now. So they're definitely in our thoughts and in our actions, which is really important. So that's what we're trying to do, is make sure that we can advocate for folks and get them what they need. The one thing that I was trying to pull up really quick is, what are the times of Project Connect? See if I can get that really quickly here. Setup will begin at 7:30 a.m. Guests will be invited to come in for assistance between 10 and 2 p.m. All right. Matter of fact, I'll share this out. This was as of December 19th. Let me just pull this up for you really fast. Make myself a little smaller. December 19th. This is from Kitsap County Service Providers. Planning for the 2023 Kitsap Project Connect is well underway. It'll take the efforts of all of our local nonprofits and governmental service providers, plus many compassionate community volunteers, to create positive experiences for those who seek assistance. I already told you when the events were. Here are the addresses. Again, setup will begin at 7:30 a.m. Guests will be invited to come in for assistance and information between 10 and 2. So the event will be 10 and 2, or 10 through 2. Okay. And again, this event, if you don't know what Project Connect is, it is to focus on the needs of homeless individuals, families, and youth, as well as those at risk of losing their housing. Homeless count survey will also occur as participants enter the building. Service providers will be organized in the facility by category in order to make it easier for participants to locate the types of services they're most interested in. Services categories may include housing and shelter, children and youth, specialized support services, health and wellness, basic needs, quality of life, the DSHS mobile community service office, and a free hot meal for all guests will be served between 11:30 and 1:30 p.m. Vendors are encouraged to eat lunch with the participants. Look forward to that. We are requesting that all agencies that plan to participate in the project gets that Project Connect, complete the following registration form, and return it to Terry via email or U.S. mail at the address below no later than December 30, which, they're saying December 31st, but of course, that's a Sunday. The 12th annual Project Connect. So this is just the registration form. It's literally super easy. It's a one-page form, and most of them are check boxes, right? Is your agency planning to participate in the event? Yes. If yes, please provide the following information: name of the agency, G2, contact person, Stephanie Dent, phone number 360-373-3000, Gmail, gather, the number 2, grow at G, the number 2, G, the number 2.org. Which locations will you participate? All 3. Specific services that you provide: transportation, food, case management, etc. We be providing information and/or services. Yes, we will have brochures and flyers and all that good stuff. And please list any specific needs that you have: electrical outlet, number of chairs, things like that. We actually have our own tables. Might be nice for us to have an outlet so we can plug in a computer or whatnot. And that's it. So super easy to fill out, but I just wanted to share that with you. So the times are going to be 10 to 2 all 3 days, and you can start setting up at 7:30. And we've been doing this for a while, so we don't need several hours to set up. About 30 minutes, and we're in and out. We're old, good. We're old pros at this, so we got it. So please participate. Folks need you, and we will continue to advocate into 2023. Please have a happy New Year. If I don't talk to you before then, thank you for all of the work, all of the community work that you've done. We appreciate your friendship and your support of G2 as we all work to execute our missions, and we will see you soon. So with that, I am R1 Cameron. This is The Conduit. This is G2 Housing. This is G2. We'll see y'all next time.